Hey there, Lori Glenn here with the Presence Project and the Strap and Drop In Revolution. And you have caught me at one of my favorite activities, eating. I actually just had a late lunch, but I'm about to have a sweet little treat afterwards, a yummy piece of Swiss dark chocolate that came straight from Switzerland from a friend. And I thought this would be a great opportunity to practice mindful presence in one of the most delicious ways, eating. So if you're about to eat, great. If you have something nearby that you can snack on, great. If you're not about to eat, feel free to do this later today and just listen to the instruction now or play this video later. So I started this practice about 15 years ago when I was substantially overweight and unfit and just not really happy in my life or my body. And this was absolutely transformative for the way that I nourish myself and the way that I relate to food. And it's been something I've practiced ever since. So go ahead and take a seat wherever you're at. And this one's a little bit longer, so make sure you've got a few minutes. And take your piece of food. I've got my chocolate. And I'm not actually going to eat it with you because it's really hard to talk while you're doing this practice. So just follow along. And just look at the food, first of all. See what it looks like, what it feels like, the shape, the texture in your hands. And then think about everything it took to get this to you. This used to be cocoa beans, right? Cacao. So think about the soil and the water and the sun and the farmers and the people who picked the fruit or the vegetable or whatever you're eating, the trucks that drove it to the store, your farmer's market, the person that sold it to you, all of the things that had to happen to get this piece of nourishment to you. And that this piece of food is going to become you very shortly. All right. So after you think about those things, go ahead and close your eyes if you haven't already. And you're just going to place it on your tongue. Don't chew it. Just place the piece of food on your tongue and let it sit there. And notice your immediate response. Notice if the mouth salivates, if there's an urge automatically to chew it frantically or to just bite in tenderly. Notice if there's a mood, a feeling, a memory that comes up for you. And then go ahead and take your first chew, your first bite into it. Only once. Stop after the first bite and notice what happens. If it's a juicy piece of fruit, it might burst in your mouth. There might be a lot more saliva. Again, notice the urges. Is the urge to eat quickly, to swallow, to get this done with? Is there a sense of the fact that you're nourishing yourself with this food? Take another chew. Again, noticing everything that comes up, feeling sensation, memories. Maybe you don't love what you're eating and there's aversiveness. And then take another chew. And another one. And allow yourself just to slowly chew the food, aware of all the textures, how the food might shift from sweet to a different sensation or a different taste, different texture. And then as the food becomes more liquefied, you may just need to swallow. So go ahead and allow yourself to swallow as you need and feel the food move down the throat toward the belly. And then notice the aftertaste in the mouth, the after effect in the mind. Asking yourself, do you feel satisfied? Do you feel the urge for more? If so, why? And then just a little word of gratitude in your mind for that which is nourishing you, that little piece of food that's going to become like your left big toe at some point. It's magical. It's amazing. It's crazy. And then let your eyes open and go ahead and eat the rest of your meal or your apple or your chocolate with a little more appreciation, a little more gratitude. And now that we're headed into the holidays, this is a great practice to integrate. Do it with your family at mealtime. Sit down and just let your first bite. You can guide your family through this. Be a mindful one and then continue eating. And I think you'll find when you're at holiday parties, this kind of practice will make you a little bit mindful of the frenzied eating that can happen. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you for the next one. Ciao.